I knew I wanted to be a boy, but I was born female.
Yes, Uncle 2 was once a sheep trapped in a woman's body. And then I was born. Guys, we have another situation on our hand with this S&P 500. Now, last week, guys, first and foremost, we had like a 3-day weekend. How you guys doing? Did you guys had a great weekend? Did you had a great Easter? Uncle misses you guys. I know it's only been 3 days, but for some reason I woke up this morning like I couldn't wait to talk to you guys this morning. So super grateful to see each and every one of you guys. Thank you for being here. Love y'all. Let's get into the charts, guys. We have a situation here. Last week we had an inside candle setup on Monday and Tuesday. And then the market ended that chop bearishly when it dropped down on a Wednesday. And then what happened on a Thursday? Well, we had more chop. Not much to report there other than we have another inside candle setup. Okay, nice. Well, we have a new week. Last week was a short week, 4-day week. We have a full week this week. Okay, so let's see if we can get some real moves, especially with towards the end of the month coming. We're in the second half of the month. Usually towards the end of the month, more crazy stuff starts happening. So let's see if that trend can continue. Now, if the trend is to continue and it's to be bearish, okay? We got a couple of levels that we need to watch. First level is the 523 fib level. And then second level is the 520 level. Okay, 523 is a resistant level as of right now relative to where it's at. 523 is a fib level and it's resistant. To avoid more downside, and to get a bounce, SPY needs to get above 523. It needs to clear 525 to put 527 in the fib level at 528.6 in play. If those levels can recapture, at least on the 15-minute chart, those would be the triggers and signals to enter calls or that we can get a bounce up. Okay, 532, 533.2, 535, 536.3, 538, and 539.5. Those are fib levels and would be targets to the upside if we can recapture those levels. It would be a beautiful, nice bounce to the upside. But if we are to keep it bearish, remember we have an inside candle setup. That support level of the mother candle is at 520. Also, if you look at April 11th low is around 520 bounce as well. So we have a potential double bottom here. Not guaranteed it's going to be bullish, but to avoid bullishness, you do want to see the price action break down 520. Not only would that break down the mother candle's low, but it would invalidate and cancel any potential double bottom setup. And that would be bearish. Below 520 would be bearish. I'm overall bearish below 523, but breaking down 520 would be bearish. Follow through to send us a lot lower. Okay, below 520, I got 518, 515. The 512-ish area or lower would be my targets. Guys, stay bearish below 523. Look to short below 521.5 and 520. All right, but if we get above 523 and we start clearing 525 and 527 and especially 528.6, you want to look to long. Triple Q also has an inside candle setup to end this bearishly. Triple Q needs to break down 439. If 439 breaks down, that is bearish. Well, I mean, I'm already bearish on Triple Q, but I'm just saying for bearish follow through to get more downside, you want to see 439 break down. Now, if we are to get a bounce, like I always say, do not trust a bounce from support unless that bounce is strong enough to clear some resistant levels. I have resistance at 441, 443, and the fib level at 445. If we can clear those levels, 448, 449.6, 451, and 452.8 would be targets. I'd be a lot more bullish above 452.8, okay? But below 439, and if we break, that would put 437.7 in play, okay? Now, 437.7 is the mother candle's low. We break down that level. I am bear biased even more. I'm already bearish, but I would be bear biased even more to the downside. Okay, now bulls, I'm sorry, but just remember that our uncle is bearish only because of the price action, not because of my own personal opinions or perspective. Okay, it's just strictly based on the price action. Okay, if the price action start getting bullish, I will report it bullish. I promise you that. But right now, it's just looking bearish. And all I'm saying is, If we break down 439 and 437.7, that would be bearish follow through. There's always a chance of a bounce. But like I said, don't trust the bounce unless 441, 443, and 445 can recapture. Give me that false breakdown setup. And then we could target the upside plate level to level. And if we get a home run move, maybe we go fill the gap around 458-ish. Let your runners do the heavy lifting. All right. NVDA, I have a fib level at 100.5. We're below that right now. And the next support's at 99. So bears follow through. Stay below 100.5 and break down 99. Got a fib level at 97.8. Break that down. That will put much lower targets in play. 95.7, 93.5, 92, 90.5 or lower. But it would start with staying below 100.5 and breaking down 99 and 97.8. If we are to get a bounce, 100.5 must recapture to put 102, 103, 105, 107, and 108.6 back in play. I would be more bullish above 107. Tesla had an inside candle setup as well. But if it breaks down 233, that chop is going to end bearishly. Below 233 is bearish. Put 230, 230, 228, 226, 224, 220, and 217 all in play, okay? If we stay above 233, I'll trust the bounce only when we can start recapturing some lost levels. I got 236, 238, 240, 244, and a fib level at 245.6. Those levels must recapture if we are to trust any bounce on Tesla. Otherwise, 233 is lost, bearish. Coin looks like it's trying to go for a bounce. Okay, well, that's good for the bulls. And if it can stay above 176, that will be a good start for the bulls. So stay above 176, clear 178 and 179.3. That would be bullish follow through. And that should send us up higher, okay? Up to 181, 182.5. And a tough level at 184. Above 184, we'll possibly go for the gap fill around 188.5. And I do have a gap around 194 as well, all right? If there is no bullishness and bearishness is the plan for the market makers, then 176 must fail to put 173.8, 171.3, 170, 168 or lower in play. But let's keep it simple. Above 176, we can possibly get a bounce. But below 176, we possibly not get a bounce. Okay, so let the price action tell you what to do. The VIX, watch that 31.4 level. Last time we cleared it, we managed to get a bounce up to 35-ish area. So if it can hold 35 and the fib level at 36.5 would stay in play, there is a gap around 37.6-ish, all right? But if 31.4 fails as support, then to the downside we are going. 30, 28.5, 27, and 25.7 would be my targets, guys. Thank you guys very much, so much, with all my heart for being here. Let's start this week strong. Let's have a great week this week. Matter of fact, we already have a great week. The awesome week is already ours. It's already here. We don't want a great week. We already have a great week. We're here. We're blessed. I love y'all. Peace.